Okay, so for the past few days I have been scoundering the internet, looking high and low for the perfect video to make on my channel. And it turned out all I needed was for government to make a big decision. And I've got my video, because people are fucking idiots. Yes, you've seen that. 40-year-old divorced men have decided to use alt TikTok's version of cancelling to cancel a lockdown which can save hundreds of lives in the NHS. I mean, it's you need it, don't you? Also, I absolutely love this meme. It's just quite true as to recent events. Hey up, you ugly turds. Sir Bobby here. Welcome back to another one of my videos that I still don't really know what they quite are yet. But anyway, welcome back to another video, and today I think you can quite tell what I'm on about, judging by the title and what I've just said. It's the recent coronavirus second lockdown. Now, if you live anywhere but the UK, because mainly my viewers are from the US, you've got your own problems, you don't really need to worry about this one. The UK has announced that after tonight, Wednesday, the whatever of November, England are offering to a second lockdown due to the stress on the NHS. And people really aren't happy about it. They've done a few hashtags actually. It's not just that one that you've seen earlier that they've actually made on. There's been Say No to Lockdown, which if you've ever seen my other channel before, I had a very deep conversation with a few people on that hashtag. We've had We Will Not Comply, which... oh, why? Why? And we now have Cancel for Lockdown, which... yeah. I think it just kind of sounds exactly what you think it is, you know what I mean? A lot of the people I was talking to in the first place were on about the fact that... oh, I can't remember it like too much. They were saying that there won't be another lockdown because COVID's not this big of an issue, there's not many people dying anymore, and there shouldn't be another lockdown. 200 people died last week. That may not sound like a lot, but it's actually more than March. Yes, we need another fucking lockdown. Now, am I happy that there's another lockdown happening? No, of course not, but we've brought this upon ourselves. Don't act like the government is, you know, trying to take our freedom away. They have no reason to do this. They have a perfectly good reason to do it, and also a reasoning to do it about 3 weeks fucking prior. Like, the government is on your side on this. They don't want another lockdown. It's going to completely damage the economy, which obviously profits them rather than other people, which is exactly why they didn't want the lockdown to happen, because they're selfish pricks. I mean, it's the Tories, what the fuck do you expect from them? But then they did these stupid shit like eat out to help out, half price if you go into the... like, no one was wearing their fucking masks. You really think it was a smart idea to do that? Really? Really? If you were one of the people who were doing eat out to help out, not wearing masks and just doing it all the fucking time, yeah, of course there was going to be another lockdown. What the fuck are you expecting? What, were you expecting, like, no cases to go up, the economy goes up, and everything's back to normal? No, the coronavirus was still around, and it was still infecting people quite a bit. Don't be so blinded by this. And by the way, before you're going to, like, comment on your little YouTube comments section and just being like, oh, well, you know, they shouldn't have to put lockdown for me, I've been following the rules. I'm not aiming at you with this. I'm literally the exact same. I'm not really happy that this lockdown's happening at all, but we just do have to comply with it, and as long as we just, you know, don't complain about it, just kind of see the positive sides and just try and get through the month like the rest of us, we will be just fine. I'm aiming this at mostly the ones who didn't wear the masks, didn't social distance, went out to the pub every night. I've seen a few people, I heard from a few people that one of them in my college got the coronavirus, went partying. Another one went into my nearby shopping centre and walked the whole way around with corona with their boyfriends, and they had corona. Like, I'm aiming at them lot because it's their fault, so don't be having a go at everyone because it's having a lockdown. It's your fault. You didn't wear the masks, you got corona and spreaded it to about 100 other fucking people. It's your fault. And every time I've put this point across, I've heard the exact same shit. I have heard, well, the coronavirus isn't that bad, the flu does more damage. Are we talking about the fucking flu? No, we are talking about a pandemic, a virus that attacks the elderly and the young ones. Right? We're not talking about the flu. The flu has a lower death rate than coronavirus, and it's a lot more, you know, less of a deadly death. Like, do you know what happens when you die to coronavirus? Your lungs fucking collapse on you. It's not like a quick, you know, little quick sleepy death. No, it is agonizing. Like, this isn't the government telling you that, oh, we're off into a lockdown. This is not them trying to control you or anything like this. This is them keeping you safe so you don't have to have a ventilator shoved up your fucking nose. So I wasn't gonna throw my opinion out, but I've done it now. So yeah, I'm for lockdown. I think all of this has, to be fair, happened maybe because of the government in a way. I think if we wasn't so stupid and went around wearing masks and just all around just saying no to all of this in the first place, I don't think it would have happened. But at the same time, it's not like we really had much to work with. Like these local lockdowns for the north, because I don't live in the south. For the north, these local lockdowns have fucking ruined everything, really, because we've been the one that kind of just been taken care of the least, and that just really sucks because it's kind of just like they didn't really like they haven't really given much of a shit about us. They've just kind of gone, oh well, we'll just lob you in another tier of lockdown. You can't do this and this and this. But London, oh, we're fine. You can stay in tier 1. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But North, Leeds, nah, fam. Nah, you're fucked. Like, I don't really understand where their thought process came into this. Not only have they just kind of mucked up keeping the coronavirus out of the way of everyone else and putting it into local lockdowns that just weren't necessary, they've also scrapped children's hunger. They've just gone, oh, that's fine. We don't care about that, and also just completely ignored cancer patients, which is, a little bit more likely a death compared to the coronavirus, because people have been getting appointments for cancer treatment and then haven't gotten it because of the coronavirus, and that is absolutely appalling. I was talking to someone on Twitter. A few of their points were really weird. I don't understand why they brought it up. They brought up the flu for some weird reason. I'm just kind of like, what's that got to do with coronavirus? That's not why we're having another lockdown. But one of the things he did say to me, which made me double think, was the cancer part, the excess deaths, the things that happened after the lockdown, because the government just really weren't caring enough about other people rather than just the coronavirus patients. And yeah, it's so true. People just aren't getting treated for cancer. And I think a lot of people tried to pull out that point like, I didn't give a shit about it. No, I want lockdown to happen to save lives, so of course I give a shit about cancer patients. That's like going up to a superhero and being like, oh, so you care for all these people, so clearly you don't care for one person. Yes, they fucking do. It's the whole point. But I think that is actually the reason why a lockdown should happen for those people, so we can free the NHS for more different reasons, like the coronavirus. The coronavirus is so infectious that loads of people are getting it and more people are going to have to be hospitalised. But if we go into a lockdown, lower the amount of infections, less people go into hospital, get hospitalised, and then more people can be treated for depression, suicide, cancer treatment, and stuff like that. It's quite a... There's different reasons why we should go into a lockdown that I don't think a lot of people have really thought about. Yeah, coronavirus isn't that as deadly as the news has been pointing out. I think everyone knows this, but it's not what we care about. It's the fact that like the elderly will end up dying, and for a lot of people, the elderly are like their heroes. So it'd be really sad to obviously see elderly people die. So obviously having to go into lockdown to stop people from dying is one of the points. The second one is other people, like cancer patients, and we need to free up the hospitals for that. And again, the NHS is going down heavily. They can't get as much masks anymore because the economy is going down. And that's obviously going to infect more NHS patients, which then might infect even more people if they go home to NHS, and the NHS are going to have to take days off, and there's going to be less NHS, and it's going to be even more fucked. Yeah, having another lockdown is going to be quite bad for the economy, but it's going to be quite bad for human health, which also brings down the economy. And it's that kind of thing, and it's because we didn't comply with the government in the first place because we couldn't trust them. We didn't wear our masks. We used this stupid eat out scheme and shit like this for this to happen, and it's now gotten worse, and now we're having to go into another lockdown, and now people are going to try and go against it, even though they really can't go against it. It's not that kind of time. So if you are the person who's tweeting #cancel lockdown and being completely serious about it, just double think as to the actual positives to why we should have a lockdown, because I think lockdown should happen, but I'm also thinking about why it may not happen and why it may not should happen, and I already know this. But to me, lockdown will be more positive for England than it would be negative in my eyes. Obviously, it will still be negative, but yeah, that's just what I think. If you want to comment somewhere else and give me some more points why you'd be against it, it would be nice to see. But I think it's just a bit too late to have an argument now and to try and stop it. And we should just, yeah, we'll have to just trust the fucking government, which is, it's like trying to trust fucking Donald Trump. It's not gonna fucking work. So yeah, I think it's just. It is what it is. What are we actually going to be able to do? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing we can do anymore. We just have to hope to God. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry this is such a serious one. I just wanted to talk about this because I have very passionate views on it, I guess. But I hate having to talk about this shit. But I think, yeah, I just kind of, it's just really annoying to see these people just going around acting like nothing bad will happen if we keep it open. Bad shit has happened because we've kept it open. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave the biggest like in the world. I'll try and make the next one a bit more positive, and I'll see you all later. Peace. People of England and the US have just clicked on a video of a guy playing Rocket League, talking about his opinions on coronavirus. Is anyone even going to listen? I wouldn't listen. Why would anyone else fucking listen? Oh my god, I have such a weird life.